Let's begin today sitting cross-legged, and I invite you to pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. Rest your hands on your legs. Inhale and pull the shoulders up, roll them back, exhale down. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and drop them down. If you're not, you can just gaze down so you're not looking around. And let's start today bringing our awareness to the feeling of the sit bones. Just see if you can let the bones release through the muscles, the skin, all the flesh, and feel really heavy and solid on the ground. And then with your mind's eye, move up from your sit bones through the spine, elongating, lifting, feeling the crown of your head reaching tall, while at the same time the sit bones sink down. So you can feel yourself moving in opposite directions, up toward the sky and down into the earth. And then bring your awareness to your belly. Just let your belly open like it's falling out of itself. You can feel the floor of the belly releasing down toward the sit bones, toward the ground. And in that nice, soft, open belly, begin to feel the breath. Feel the breath filling the space of the belly in all directions. And feel the belly softly shrinking back as you exhale. So it's actually not just the belly, but the whole lower body that's inflating with the inhale. So you feel it in the side body, you feel it in the back body, everything expanding as you breathe in and relaxing as you breathe out. And then keep the breath just as full in the belly, but then add on and breathe the ribs open wide. So first filling the belly, then the ribs, solar plexus, midsection of the torso. Expanding on the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. And then we'll complete the breath, breathing fully into the belly, expanding out into the ribs, and then all the way up into the chest. Feeling the whole body opening to receive the breath in and softly relaxing with the breath out. Maybe the shoulders relax down. Maybe the shoulder blades melt down the back. See what you can let go of as you exhale. What can soften? Maybe the hands or the jaw, the muscles in the face, the neck. The brow. And then without losing your connection to the breath, bring the hands to the ground in front of you. And then start to sweep the hands across, reaching over to the diagonal. Use your breath. You don't have to go fast. You can go with the rhythm of your breath.
Okay.
Welcome. Skimming the fingers across the floor, if you can. Literally touching. Beautiful. And then come back to center. Sitting up nice and tall. Wrap the hands around the shins, the ankles. If you've lost the rhythm of your breath, come back to it. And then we're going to inhale, pull the hands toward you, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, roll the eyes up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, leaning away from the hands. Inhale, pulling in to roll the heart up. Exhale, dropping the chin, rounding the back, leaning away from the hands. And continue like that at your own pace. And if you're feeling like you want to make it more energizing, you can do a fast breath and a fast movement. So in, out, in, out, in, out. If you're feeling quite warm and you don't want to generate more heat, just stay slow. Do long, smooth breaths. And then come back to stillness. Release the hands, release the legs out wide. We're going to inhale and reach the hands up, stretch up long through the sides, through the spine. Exhale, come down over one leg. Inhale up, exhale, other leg. Now, when you come down, imagine you're trying to lay your chest on your thigh rather than your head on your leg. Don't forget to really stretch up high as you inhale. Breathe all the air out as you exhale. Next time you inhale, lift up and stretch and hold the breath. Pull in from the base of the spine, pull in and up from the belly. Lift up through the solar plexus. Reach up, holding the breath. When you need to exhale, fold forward, dropping the hands in front of you, relaxing the head, bending elbows. Even if you're not far enough forward that your elbows have room to bend, just soften them. And then press out through the heels and down through the thighs and forward through the head. That's your inhale. Exhale, the belly lifts and the body releases. So try to practice that same thing that we began class with, the sense of expanding fully into the body as you inhale and relaxing the body as you exhale. Let those elbows drop. That'll signal the body letting go. Walk the hands in, roll yourself up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, release the arms down. Bend the knees just enough to wrap your fingers around your big toes, taking the arms on the insides of the legs. And then we're going to lean back. So you're going to be behind your sit bones. Drop your chin a little. And then lift your legs and straighten them as much as you can. Lift your chest. Breathe in deeply. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. And then slowly, with control, start to move your legs toward each other. Use your breath. The more you breathe, the more you'll balance. If you need to hold your hands behind the backs of your legs to get your legs straight, go ahead and do that. Lift your chest, roll your shoulder blades in, drop your chin a little. And then see if you can release your hands. Deep, slow breath. Might be helpful to turn the corners of your mouth up. If your legs are shaking, just let them shake. And slowly lower the legs down. Reach the arms up, flex the feet, inhale. And then slowly lay yourself down. With control, go slow. And then on your next exhale, slowly roll yourself up. Inhale and come down. See if you can go slow and stretch the exhale so that it lasts the whole way down. And then once you come down, you inhale and then exhale your way up. Try to press the heels down to the ground rather than letting them lift. Good. Just a few more times. Moving on the exhale, pausing to inhale. Do your best to press your heels into the ground so that they don't lift. The next time you come down onto your back, stay there. Stretch the arms overhead. And then bend the left leg with the foot on the ground. Bring your arms alongside you. And go ahead and take hold of the right foot and bring it alongside the right hip. If you can come onto the top of the foot, if that tucks under, fine. If not, maybe the foot can splay out to the side. And we're gonna lift the hips, tuck the tailbone under, and come back down. And then try to bring your right knee as close to the floor. The left leg is bent. So the left foot is on the floor with the knee facing up. And then the right foot is folded alongside your right hip. Beautiful. Now, in case some of you have your right knee on the ground and you still feel like you want to stretch even more, then you can press down into your left foot, lift your hips, clasp your hands under you, and return the knee down. If your knee is not already touching down, please don't do this version. Now, whatever position you're in, push down into your left foot and try to curl your tailbone up.
It's too much for my knees, like very easy. Okay.
Okay, if your hips are lifted, please bring them down. Good. And then we're going to take that right foot and bring it onto the left leg. Clasp your hands behind the back of the left leg. Flex both feet, lifting the left foot to the height of the right foot. And then pull in while you press the left foot toward the right foot. Pressing the bottom of the left foot toward the right foot. Stay with your breath. Rod, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you were talking to me and you were asking a question, but Bettina just sent me a message in the chat that you were asking me a question and I did not get what you said. No, you weren't. Okay. Okay. Release the hands. Return both feet to the ground. We'll keep the right foot on the ground and then we'll grab the left foot, pull it alongside the left hip, and then try to place that left knee down toward the ground, tucking the left foot under or having it out to the side, whatever your body needs. And then we'll press down into the right foot and try to lift and tuck the hips, the tailbone. And as we did on the other side, if your knee is on the ground and you feel like you have more stretch to go, then you can lift your hips, clasp your hands under you like we do in bridge pose, and then bring the knee back down. And then we'll all just press into that right foot and try to curl the tailbone under while bringing the left knee down. Breathing in all the way, relaxing into the exhale. If your hips are lifted, release them down. And then we'll all release that left foot onto the right knee. Hands come behind the back of the right leg, lifting the right foot to the height of the left foot. Flex both feet. And then push the right foot toward the left foot. Pull it in. Keep the chin down toward the throat. Keep the neck long. Breathe all the way in. Maybe if the eyes are closed, it'll help you feel the breath in the body a little more easily. And then what you can feel and connect to, you can influence. So maybe you can expand the breath a little more and then relax a little more. Maybe you can imagine or even feel like the breath is going into the stretch. Beautiful. Release that foot off the knee. Bring the hands to both knees. We're going to rock lengthwise on our spine, and we're going to try to rock all the way up to a standing position without using our hands. So you need to get a lot of momentum. Maybe plant the feet wider than hip width apart. So you can practice that on your own. Rock and have the feet wider than hip width apart, and then try to come up to standing. Then we'll stand with the feet hip width apart. Let's come to the front of the mat, sorry. And then breathing the breath in, belly, ribs, chest. You can employ an Ujjayi breath so that you're feeling like you're drawing the breath from the back of the throat rather than from the nose. Of course, we're still breathing in and out through the nose, but the suction is happening at the base of the throat, and there's a little bit of a whooshing sound that gets created there. Standing at the front of the mat with the feet hip width apart. Long, slow breathing, Ujjayi breath if possible. Then we'll bring the hands together at the heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. And we'll do some salutations to the sun. On an inhale, take the arms up, arch back, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, release the arms down, all the air out. Inhale, bend the knees, step the right foot all the way back. Runner's lunge. Exhale, step the left foot back into plank and lower slowly to or toward the floor. You can hover above the floor if you're able. Inhale either into upward dog or cobra. Upward dog, hips off the floor, cobra, hips on the floor. Exhale, downward dog. Push the hips back, press the hands forward. Inhale, look forward, step the right foot up between the hands. Exhale, step the left foot up between the hands, fold. Belly in and up. Inhale all the way up, leaning back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhaling, standing backward bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, hands down, left foot steps back, runner's lunge. Exhale, right foot steps back, take plank or modified plank with the knees down and lower slowly to or toward the floor, hovering above if you can. Inhale, press the chest up, the shoulders back, the eyes up. Breathe into the collarbones. Exhale, curl the toes. Downward dog, press hands forward, thighs back. Inhale, look forward, step the left foot up between the hands, runner's lunge. Exhale, step the back foot forward and fold, scoop the belly in and out. Inhale all the way up, reach up, lean back, lift the heart. Exhale, hands together at the heart. We'll go again and add some postures. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Hands to the ground, bend the knees. Inhale, step the right foot back. Stay there. Good. Press into the front foot. Lift yourself up. Clasp the hands behind the back. Press the right heel back, leaving the back heel off the floor so we're not in warrior. We're in a very high lunge. And then sink as low as you can without bending your back knee. Now aim your tailbone for your front knee. Lift your hands. Lift your gaze. Spread the breath across the chest. Exhale, fold forward, lifting the clasped hands. Drop the head. Lift the hands even more. Shoulder blades relax in. And release the hands to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, step back into plank and lower down, all on the exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forward, step the right foot up. Keep the back heel off the ground, press into the front foot, lift yourself up. Clasp your hands with your opposite thumb on the outside. If you don't know which, just do whichever one feels less natural. And then press back through the left heel and the left thigh without the heel coming to the floor. And then aim the tailbone for the front knee. Sink as low as you can go. Kelly, take your legs wide, longer. Longer. There you go. Then you can drop. And then focus on your breath. Spread it across your chest. Take your gaze up. Lift your arms. And then fold forward. Lifting the hands, dropping the head. Connecting to the breath. Release the hands to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Lean back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the ground, bend the knees. Inhale, step the left foot back. And this time, bring the heel onto the ground at an angle. Okay. And we'll lead with the left arm. Windmill yourself all the way up. Coming into warrior two. Arms out to the side. Now, inner thighs are going to roll out. Look down at your right knee and see if you can see your first two toes inside the knee. If not, you need to move the knee back to the right. So we're not leaning, it's not a reach. Feel the center of your body really vertical, sinking down through the tailbone. Your belly rolls to the left. The shoulders roll down the back. And your head turns to the right. See if there's as much weight in your left foot as your right foot. That's how you know that you're not leaning. And see if you can keep the navel rolling left and the knee opening right, the right knee. So you're moving those two things away from each other, the navel and the knee, kind of wishboning. Beautiful. Left hand goes to left leg. Right palm turns up. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, lean it back. Slide that left hand down the leg. Take your gaze up to your right fingertips or close your eyes. And then check to see if that right knee is starting to fold in and keep it opening out. Reach out of the fingertips and breathe up the full length of your body. On an inhale, lift up. And exhale, You can either bring your elbow onto your right knee, or only if you're super flexible, you can bring your right hand to the floor. Now, everybody is probably going to be able to bring the hand to the floor, but if bringing the hand to the floor makes your belly start to face the floor, you don't want to do that. You want to be able to stay facing out toward the side, and then we'll take that left arm overhead. You push into the left foot and in the opposite direction with the left hand. Rolling your gaze up if you can, otherwise down if that's nicer on your neck. Really feel the body actively moving in two directions. So Rod, I would put your elbow back on your knee because you're doing this and you want to be able to keep your body in line with your legs. And then bring the left arm overhead, reaching fingertips. Let the reach encourage the fullness of the breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, bring both hands down. Exhale, step back into plank and lower to or toward the floor. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Back heel comes to the ground on an angle. And then the right hand is going to windmill us all the way up. And we're going to take the arms out to the side. Front knee is bent as deeply as you can bend it. The hips are sinking. And then you're going to rotate both inner thighs out. So you feel like the tailbone is tucking under you. And then check in with that left knee. Most likely it's a little bit too far in. You're going to try to push it back toward the wall behind you until you can see your first two toes on the inside of your knee. And then we'll take a deep breath in and exhale and roll the belly to the right. Keep the belly to the right and just turn the head to the left. And then you can think of the navel and the left knee as moving away from each other, like you're trying to open a book. The crease of the book could be the hip crease, and then both things on either side are moving away from there. Warrior two. Beautiful. Nice. And then bring the right hand to the right leg, turn the left palm to face up. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, lean it back, sliding the hand down, keeping the front knee bent, taking the gaze up, dropping your head back, reaching out of the fingers, breathing into the body. And inhale up. Exhale, either bringing the elbow onto the knee or the hand to the floor just inside the foot, only if you can still stay open to the front and in line with the rest of the body. And then we'll bring the right arm overhead, reaching out through the fingers. Pressing back through the foot. So there's a sense again of reaching two things in opposite directions. Everything below the waist is reaching down. Everything above is reaching out. On an inhale, bring the hands to either side of the front foot. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, roll yourself up, reach up, lean back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Stand for a moment. Slow, long, deep breathing. Then lift the toes and spread them wide and lower them back down. Release the hands if you haven't already. Inhale, lift the shoulders, roll them up, back and down. Turn the palms to face forward. Breathe, belly, ribs, chest. And then shift your weight into your left leg. Feel the whole outer perimeter of that left foot on the ground. Try to distribute the weight evenly across the entire foot. Then sense your breath, nice and deep and slow. And stay connected to the breath as you gently open your eyes. Find a spot in front of you to rest your attention on. And then when you're ready, begin to lift your right leg. We're either going to take the hands around the bottom of the foot, if you can straighten your leg with your hands to your foot, or take your hands to the back of the leg, if you can't straighten your leg while holding on to the foot. And then try to lift up through the head. Pull the belly in and down as you lift the leg up. Focus on your breath. Focus on your gaze point. Good. Now we'll bring the hands onto the hips and keep the leg extended out. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. And slowly release the leg down. Spreading the toes. Release the hands. Close the eyes. Dragging the breath through the body. Shift weight into the right leg, down into the foot. Feel the heaviness of the foot. Feel the bones in the foot dropping into the ground. Feel the weight of the body evenly distributed across the bottom of the entire foot. And then feel the breath. The breath is deliberate. You're breathing slowly and deeply and mindfully. And we can keep paying attention to the breath inside of us, even as we look outside of us, eyes resting on a spot ahead of us. Staying connected to the breath. Begin to lift the left leg, bending the knee. And if you can grab hold of the bottom of the foot and still straighten the leg, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, hold the back of the leg. Don't let your eyes wander. If your eyes wander, your body will follow. Lift your heart. Exhale, pull the belly in and down as you lift the leg. Stay with your breath. And then bring the hands onto the hips and keep the leg extended forward. Roll the shoulder blades in, the chest out. And slowly lower the leg down. Good. Step the legs wide apart. Bend the knees. Bring the hands onto the thighs. Press down onto the thighs, lifting the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale out of the mouth and fold over. Inhale, come up, press the hands down. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, chest out. Exhale out of the mouth. Do that a few more times at your own pace. And the next time you come up, stay there, bending deeply into the knees. Take the arms out, bend the elbows, pull the shoulder blades back and in, and then drop the shoulders down, drop the hips down. Goddess pose. As you inhale, feel the crown of your head elongating up away from your tail. As you exhale, feel the tail releasing down, shoulder blades releasing down. And straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Good. Exhale, bend forward. Send the heels wide as the toes. Walk the hands over to the right foot. Lift the torso parallel to the ground. Bring your right hand onto your right hip. Inhale and lengthen your spine, bringing your chest away from your hips. Exhale, drop the left hip and left ribs down. Spiral your belly and ribs. Lift your right arm up. Twist. If your hand doesn't come to the ground, then you can have it on your leg, but use that left hand to kind of help you bring the left ribs under and deepen your twist. And right hand down, walk the hands over to the other leg. Start with the left hand on the hip. Don't be in a hurry to get into the posture. Lift your torso parallel to the ground. Send your chest forward and your hip back so you're lengthening your spine. Breathing into the length. And then as you exhale, the right ribs come under, the belly rolls up, the gaze rolls up, and then the left arm floats up. And then use your right hand on the exhales to try to twist deeper. And release the hands down. Walk them back to center. Bring the knees to the ground. Come and sit on your heels. Bring your hands to the ground behind you. Maybe you'll just be on your fingertips, that's fine. And then you're gonna try to move your hands in opposite directions, just like you're twisting the lid of a jar, moving the hands away from each other, folding those shoulder blades in toward each other, and then press down into the tops of the feet, lift the hips, lift the chest, drop the head back. If your neck isn't happy like that, you can drop your head forward. And then really push into the tops of the feet and try to get your hips to come forward. And then breathe into the front of the body. And then release the hips down. Come into child's pose. And for our relaxation today, you're welcome to stay in child's pose if you wish. If you prefer to come into corpse pose, then slowly make your way out of child's pose onto your back. You're welcome to lift your hips and tuck them under before you straighten your legs. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes. Then we'll have the arms out away from the body with the palms up. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, sinking the bones into the ground, melting the flesh off the bones. Relax. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the bottom jaw away from the top jaw, relaxing the jaw, slightly parting the lips. And then inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of your mind. Just imagine the activity floating out of your mind with the breath as it leaves the mouth. And then bring your awareness to your breath and let go of your breath. So any effort to breathe slowly or deeply, just let it go and allow the breath to breathe on its own. And see where in your body you're most able to connect with the feeling of the breath. And rest your attention there. Just to be with the breath, like you're sitting beside it. Just resting. Maybe the mind will get restless and want to go into some past or future thinking, fantasy, whatnot. That's fine, the mind does that. At some point, you'll become aware that the mind has wandered. That's great. At that moment, you're back. And then you can direct the attention back to the breath. And just continue to return to the breath again and again, feeling yourself deeply relaxed. letting go of body, letting go of breath, letting go of mind, letting go, letting go, letting breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking gently side to side. Feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And roll onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground. Really feeling yourself releasing into the ground. Feeling the ground supporting you, holding you, embracing you, letting yourself relax into that embrace. And when you're ready, you can start to press yourself up. See if you can let your head come up last. If you come up sideways, your head can come up last. And then come into any comfortable seated posture. Sinking down to the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale, breathing in deeply from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.